So Skullgirls, uh, I think I talked about this before, back when there was stuff going on with it. If I'm trying to remember, I think there was talking about like there was an art book, things were being changed because it was like a digital art book, it wasn't actually like a physical one, but they were like changing character designs and it was just but I think that's what it was. I know there's probably obviously there's more stuff that's come up, but I think that's one of the things people were complaining about was that they were changing character designs and something happened with this art book where I think people who purchased it weren't getting access to it, or they found that things were being changed or something like that. I don't remember. It was I think it was like 2020 this shit was happening. So I don't even remember. But Skullgirls' situation is insane. Hidden Variable Skullgirls lawsuit exposes a very messy legal battle with Autumn Games. As many of you already are well aware, Skullgirls has a long and extremely tangled history. More like her story. Now it's taken another quite dramatic turn, as Hidden Variable Studios has announced as of January 21st, 2025, it is no longer involved in the development of Skullgirls Mobile Second Encore due to a dispute with Autumn Games. But that is just scratching the surface of this insanity. In an official statement over on their Blue Sky and Twitter accounts, Hidden Variable confirmed that the disagreement has now escalated into a formal legal battle, with the matter lodged in the Los Angeles County Superior Court. Official Hidden Variable statement regarding Skullgirls development. Is no longer development on Skullgirls Mobile, Second Encore, and or other Skullgirls IP-related efforts due to a dispute with Autumn Games, which is now the subject of litigation filed in Los Angeles County Superior Court. In light of that, we hope you understand that beyond the statement, we will not be commenting further until the dispute is resolved. All of us at HVS are incredibly proud of the last 10 plus years we've invested in Skullgirls in all its forms, including creating, supporting Skullgirls Mobile, bringing you new characters and platforms to Skullgirls 2 Encore, supporting the competitive community via the Skullgirls Championship Series, and helping fans, new and old, fall in love with the IP through the Skullgirls webtoon and countless other... Take a shot every time we have to say Skullgirls. Well, I'm drunk. Most of all, we are grateful that we've been able to celebrate and support the incomparable Skull. Community, many of whom we've been fortunate to meet in person over the years at various events. Thank you for everything. You deserve nothing but the best. Hidden Variable Studios. Hidden Variable sues for over $1.2 million. According to legal filings, Hidden Variables is apparently now suing Autumn Games for a breach of contract. Wow. Anticipatory breach of contract, the breach of the implied covenant of good faith and fair dealing, as well as goods and services rendered. Hidden Variable claims it fully met the demands of its contract, but Autumn Games has failed to fulfill its financial obligations, withholding a $131,000 payment expected in November 2024. The mispayments continued on November 15th, December 1st, December 15th, January 1st, and January 15th, as well as an additional $15,000 in expenses. Further payments of $139,000 were expected on Friday, February 1st, February 15th, March 1st, and March 15th, which it's only the 7th, but assuming they're keeping up the trend, they're not going to pay that, they're not going to pay that either. Bringing the total amount Hidden Variables claims it owes to an insane $1,227,308.95 plus interest. For those interested, you can read more about the lawsuit filing. Sorry, it's been dark and like it was supposed to rain, not rain, snow. When I woke up, it said it like had 60% chance of snow. Didn't actually happen, which would have been weird because it's like supposed to be like 75, 77 degrees tomorrow. So even if it did snow, it wouldn't last long. But just the whole dark and it gets you tired. It gets you tired. A company built on controversy?
Or PVDC.
She's gonna die, yeah.
That's suffocating, is what that was.
And
Suffocating.
While some may see hidden variables as a wrong party in this case, many within the Skullgirl community have instead long viewed the studios as the company that stole the Skullgirl IP via a cancel campaign against the original creator, Mike Zymont, aka Mike Z. Back in 2020, Zymont faced a coordinated character assassination following a joke about George Floyd's infamous "I can't breathe" statement during a tournament live stream. His joke was wrong speak and clearly all the ammo certain industry figures needed to take him down. The situation in itself shows how dark and evil the gaming industry can be. Suddenly after the joke, an old dubious harassment accusation was dredged up, and full-scale cancellation attack on Mike ensued. Under massive pressure, Zymon was ousted from Lab Zero Games, the studio he founded. Hidden Variable then swiftly swooped in to take over the Skullgirls development, effectively seizing control of the beloved fighting game IP, aka stolen from the creator. Nani? The lawsuit here is just the latest chapter in the saga full of corporate maneuvering, backstabbing, ideological battles. For those who want to dive deeper into on how the game industry turned Mike Z and how the Skullgirls IP was wrestled away from him, YouTuber and friend of the channel, Short Fat Otaku, has done an excellent breakdown of the entire situation, which can be found here. So if you want to watch it, just go to right here. I watched it today and cannot recommend it enough for those looking for a solid recap of the entire saga up to this point, because my goodness, oh my goodness, it is some deep lore. Oh, yikes. The lore runs deep. The lawsuit may just seem like a simple business dispute on the surface, but no. Are you drunk yet? The saga is much deeper than most people realize. From corporate betrayals to cancel culture takedowns, Me Too's, and insane accusations, is a wild story that exposes the gross and ugly underbelly of the modern gaming industry. So crazy that even this bunny character was involved in a potion of the takedown. In a potion? You mean of a portion? Takedown attempt before ultimately thinking better of it and deleting much of her original accusations against Mike Z. Again, this is all further detailed in Short Fat Otaku's much longer video above about what she did and said. What a rabbit hole for Bunny. Said was a rabbit hole for Bunny in its own right for those who want all the detail. Hello. Those are some nice boobs. I like them very much. No, St. Patrick's Day is right around the corner. No, given the massive sums of money at stake in this legal battle, it's clear that I'm sorry for all the people who took me up on drinking game. I'm sorry. I recommend calling the hospital, like call 911 right now, because I'm sure you are about to have some kind of bodily failure. Being far from being free of any drama. What will happen next? Will this lawsuit result in another shakeup for the Skullgirls franchise? Find out on the next exciting episode of Dragon Ball Z. I stopped caring about Skullgirls when Lab Zero censored the game the first time around back in 2015. This continuous fall has just been amusing. Yeah, that's, it's, I think, was it 20? No, it must have been, because I remember it like 2019, 2020 or something like that. I saw stuff about it. It might have been a little, I don't know. But I remember people were upset about the art book, I think, not being available even after they were, told they would get it. And just a bunch of, characters being censored and stuff like that. And I haven't heard anything about it until now, about the game or about this franchise. But how much money did they say they owe? Let's see. Yeah, 1.2 million plus interest. So if it's true that Autumn Games does owe Hidden Variable this amount of money, and they're just like not doing it, yeah, that's not looking good for them. I mean, the only way it'll go well for Hidden Variables is if they have the proof that they need to show that, oh yeah, the Autumn Games was supposed to pay us this amount of money, but here's all the dates that they were supposed to make payments, but they never did. Because that's a lot of money. That's a lot of money right there. Implied coming in good faith, fair dealings. Invariable claims it fully met the demands on its contract, has failed to fulfill its financial obligations. Yeah. I mean, if there was a reason for them, they would say, oh, well, we didn't give you the payments because, sometimes a company will do that. But the way it seems like Hidden Variable doesn't have any reason to not receive the payments. They agreed to a deal, a contract. They fulfilled their end of the contract, and yet they're not getting paid for it. So unless Autumn Games has a very good reason for not paying them what they're supposed to, Hidden Variable goes in with the receipts and says, yeah, this is what they were supposed to pay. These are the dates that they were supposed to pay it, and we've gotten nothing. And then they'll be like, well, why didn't you pay them? And it's like, because but I hope they get the money that they rightly owe. They rightly get owed. They're owed for services, fulfilled services. Now, if it was like, they were hired and they were working with Autumn Games and they had this contract, but they didn't fulfill that contract and they ended up, dropping out or leaving or whatever, then yeah, they would Autumn Games would have a reason to not pay. But if they're saying that they fulfilled their end of the contract, so right now it seems like Autumn Games is the one in the wrong here. And that's a lot of money to have to give. So, but anyway, yeah, I'm sure they'll win this. I'm sure they'll win this legal battle. Because again, unless there's something that comes up showing that they didn't actually fulfill their obligations and fulfill the contract, or they did something that went against, some kind of, fine print or something, there should be no reason that why they wouldn't win this. So, yeah. Anyway, that's gonna do for me. You guys know the drill. I'll see you guys later. Bye, guys.